Namaste! Today we are going to watch a very shocking video that the Royal Marines forced US Marines to surrender in exercise after eliminating almost the entire unit. Wow. I read this title of this video about 2 to 3 times because I was like, this cannot be possible. I do not expect US Marines to get defeated by any of like other units because we have seen them train very hard and we have seen all their training videos and we have seen how good they are, and also they have been showing that how like powerful they are in all the exercises in or on in against all the countries like in Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan. They have consistently shown how powerful they are. So like expecting them to be defeated by Royal Marines is a very shocking thing for us. So we'll see what is there in this video and like what really happened that they were defeated.
Seriously, I'm also so much excited to watch this video, and it's not like that always the powerful one will win the war. Sometimes that the unit which is weak also win the war. And we have heard the story of the rabbit and the tortoise, where the rabbit was arrogant by his speed. He knew that he knows that he gonna win the race, till the tortoise won the race. So and each and sometime it is your day, and sometime other person's yeah, sometime it is other person's day. So in on the basis of this video, we cannot say that the US Marine is weak, or is not good, because we all know how powerful the US Marines are. It's not always about the physical strength. And it's like that they are multi-talented. They are also physically strong, as well as they are mentally strong. But I'm so much excited to watch this video, so much excited to know that how they lose this war from the Royal Marines, and our Royal Marines are stronger than the US Marines or not. So yeah, let's watch the video.
This will be a very interesting video to watch. So let's watch this video.
The Royal Marines dominated United States forces during a training exercise in California, using a new battle structure.
Oh, training
Royal
exercise.
Marines are taking on their comrades from the United States Marine Corps in the wilds of the Californian desert as they prepare for operations as part of a new task group.
Okay.
A new High Readiness Force, Littoral Response Group South, is to be built around Taunton-based 4O Commando and will focus on the regions east of the Suez Canal, ready to respond to global events. To ensure the commando element of the group are ready for deployment next year, the Marines must first complete exercise Green Dagger in the Mojave Desert alongside the United States and Netherlands Marine Corps.
Okay.
The exercises across sun-scorched deserts will test the Marines in a number of warfighting skills and their ability to work effectively with their Dutch counterparts, who also form part of the Littoral Response Group. The conclusion of the exercises, known as Green Dagger, was 5 days of grueling warfighting which saw Allied forces from the United States, Canada, United Arab Emirates, the Netherlands and United Kingdom join forces to take on a highly equipped United States Marine Corps adversary.
Oh.
Green Dagger will culminate in a free-play battle, in which Dutch and British Marines will work together against the might of the United States Marine Corps to evaluate the effectiveness of each of the Allied forces.
Nice.
The exercises are taking place at the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center at 29 Palms, which covers an area similar in size to Luxembourg in the Californian deserts.
Whoa. So big.
Royal Marines have put the seal on desert exercises with an intensive 5-day battle in California alongside allies across one of the largest military training areas in the world. Commandos have spent the last 2 months in the Mojave Desert preparing for deployments next year as part of the newly formed Littoral Response Group, which is one of 2 new Royal Navy task groups centered on commando forces set up to respond to world events. Under reforms directed by the First Sea Lord, Admiral Sir Tony Radakan, Royal Marines commando forces are to become more flexible and mobile fighting troops.
Okay. This is interesting.
Ex Experts from across 3 Commando Brigade came together to form the Littoral Response Group, with Taunton-based 40 Commando at its heart at the vast United States Marine Corps training facility at 29 Palms in California. The exercise focused around 3 urban sprawls which were defended by Allied forces, the largest of which consisting of 1,200 buildings purpose-built for militaries to test themselves among. The regiment has formed combat service support troops that deploy at range and are isolated from direct chain of command, working independently to keep supplies of food and ammunition flowing. The troops have been established to allow Commando Logistic Regiment to be in more places at once, while also continuing to make use of the Armoured Support Troop, which provides force protection and moves Marines around the battlefield.
Oh.
Additionally, Commando Logistic Regiment are also continuing to develop their 3D printing capability, which helps provide battle damage repair options on the front line.
Oh wow.
The Littoral Response Group won decisive battles early on and gained ground from their enemy, but, with the United States Marines pushing into Allied territory, Royal Marines and their allies carried out raids behind enemy lines to stop further counterattacks.
Oh nice. So counterattack to a counterattack.
Our success has proved the new Commando Force concept is more lethal and sophisticated than ever before, and I am immensely proud of every member of the Littoral Response Group and their vital contributions, said Lieutenant Colonel Andy Dow, Commanding Officer of 40 Commando. Operating alongside our partners from the United States, Netherlands, Canada and the United Arab Emirates gives us a fantastic opportunity to test, integrate and continue to push our capabilities in new and innovative directions. Throughout this deployment, our focus has been on integrating game-changing capabilities from across the Commando Force to deliver disproportional effect in the face of a free-thinking peer adversary. The exercise concluded with a last-minute enemy assault which was repelled, leaving Allied forces in control of over 2/3 of the entire battlefield. The Commandos took advantage of one of the best military training areas in the world to experiment with new tactics and share knowledge with allies.
Wow.
Marine Sean McGrath from 40 Commando said, "This is the first time I've been to the States and worked alongside the US and the Dutch. Seeing how they operate and how we can work together has been really rewarding. It's been fantastic to work in one of the best training environments in the world.
Oh.
29 Palms is absolutely huge and offers pretty much every type of training possible. We can train across terrains, in cities and with so much capable kit, I can see why we come here. This deployment has ultimately readied the commando element of Littoral Response Group South for operations next year, joining its sister task group, Littoral Response Group North, ready to react to unfolding events around the world."
Okay. This is something new for me.
While on the periphery it would seem largely like the much more cumbersome and bulkier logistic task group of old, it is a much smaller, more agile and potent force and is designed to deliver a more tactically astute support, said Major Matt Williams, in command of the Landing Force Support Squadron and Logistic Task Group, of the Commando Logistic Regiment offering on Green Dagger. "We have come a long way since starting this journey in earnest last year. We've seen the regiment deploy both combat service support troops and armoured support troop on 2 separate occasions, while also preparing for the forthcoming winter deployment in Norway and generating the first troop aligned to the Littoral Response Group South early next year. The Littoral Response Group North has already deployed to the Baltic this year and has a focus on events across Europe, while Littoral Response Group South will operate east of the Suez Canal. The Littoral Response Group South is expected to be functional next year with the addition of amphibious ships and aircraft."
Amphibious ships and aircraft.
What a video it was. And firstly we thought that they lost the, basically the US Marines lost the war in the I thought that they lost the war, but we got to know that they lost in the training. And it was, you know, very surprising for me that they these two units from the different country do training together. And I do think that it is the cool thing, one of the cool thing which I heard, because Pakistan and India border is, it never happens that Indian soldiers and Pakistani soldiers do training together. It never happens. Uh, but here it is so cool that these two countries soldiers are doing training together, and I do think that uh, we should also learn something from them, because they are also spreading the message of unity. They are saying that, okay guys, we are doing training together, we are learning together, but we are not going to fight. And we all know that from this thing, the borders are so calm and peaceful. I hope so that the America and the America and the UK border are so calm, and it never happens with the border of the Pakistan and with the India. But we can also try this thing with the border. With the Nepal, because we know our relation with the Nepal is so good, so we can do such kinds of things. Because first thing is we gonna learn a lot of things from the different country soldier, because it is always fun when when you do training with different culture people, because you always try to, because you'll always learn something from each other. And obviously they are also spreading the message of love and peacefulness. They are saying to the world that you can make the world the better place. Yet they are performing their duty, but still they are they are in good terms. So literally I like this video so much.
Yes, and I think so. Like India also does these exercises with US and Russia and all the other countries, but not Nepal, because Nepal does not have such a good army. That is the main issue. And also the thing is like in this video we saw how like Royal Marines have different kind of groups. Like there is a literal support group and literal action group, and they are one group that is working for like making sure that okay that Royal Marine is the most advanced Marines, and like they are always on the top. And like how did they plan it was like the US Marines were trying to attack them, and they counter attack them, so that and they try to counter attack their counter attack. So it just has to make sure that they do not attack them so hard, because they know that if facing from the front it will be very difficult to face US Marines from the front. So they had to plan some interesting things, and that's how they defeated the US Marines. So this was a very interesting video to watch. So how did you guys find it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share, and
Subscribe.
bye.
Bye.